Hello, Cancer. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. Almost forgot who I was for a second there. All right, Cancer. Let's look at the energies of the month. A lot of details coming in, a lot of important messages of guidance and support. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. It takes you right to my book online page. So, Cancer. The overall energy of the month of May is the Chariot in reverse. Stuck, not moving forward, not moving on. It feels like there's been some type of heartbreak and that you can't get away from, and an imbalance. It feels like you're really uncomfortable where you are. It feels like a never-ending nightmare, like you're in a nightmare and you wake up and you're still in this nightmare. It feels like it's really uncomfortable, but not uncomfortable enough for you to do something about this in the month of May. What is this in regards to? It feels like heartbreak. It feels like some type of heart wounding. So you're self-sabotage. It feels like you might have sabotaged some type of love connection. It feels like it's uncomfortable, but not uncomfortable enough to do something about it. It feels like you were impatient, and there is impatience and an imbalance, like I trying to rush something, and there's messages coming in. Feels like you have access to some truth. Someone's bringing in loving messages. This is very confusing. This feels like a lot going on in the overall energies. A lot is contributing to the stuckness of the energy of May. This heartbreak, not being able to find calm. It feels like you're in your head quite a bit. It feels like you're not really allowing yourself to feel where you're at. You're trying to get unstuck by thinking your way out of it. And instead, what I'm getting here is to follow your heart, even though it doesn't make sense. The stuckness, that stuck quality, is because you're trying to find the answer through here, through these upper chakras. And what I'm gathering is that you're learning in the month of May how to follow your heart space. It feels new, it feels awkward. There might not be logic to it. It feels like you're trying to make sense of messages that you're getting from your feelings. It feels like you're learning a new way of communicating with yourself, clearing away the wounds around your heart so instead of that closed off heart space, you can access your own heart energy. You can allow your heart to be open and flowing, and it's safe to feel. It's safe to follow your heart. Wow, beautiful. Okay. The hidden blessings in the month of May is Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It's a blessing that something isn't working. It feels like it helps clear something. Yeah. Something that's not advanced, something that hasn't made a change, hasn't gone through an upgrade around work, isn't working. It feels like you're leaving behind aspects of work Feels like you're streamlining. You're getting rid of anything that's a waste of your time, that doesn't function how it's supposed to. This feels like logic. It feels, it looks like you're giving something up around work that isn't working. Maybe you're also giving up anything that's not working in your environment, in your 3D world. If it doesn't work for you, I'm getting the message of change it. It feels like this doesn't work. And in the past, you might have been like, well, this doesn't work. I don't like this. This doesn't work. But you would tolerate it. And now it feels like this doesn't work. I don't like this. I'm going to change it. I'm not going to just put up with it. And it feels like giving up. There's some power in this. It's like instead of ignoring insecurities, instabilities, not enoughness, you're allowing yourself to, it feels like shifting, changing something. Interesting. Hidden blessings. It looks like you're getting a lot of clarity about something that was very painful, an experience that you had, and that's a blessing. Oh, there's something hidden. What was hidden is the Justice card. It was like stuck together. Oh, that's interesting. That it's a hidden blessing and a card stuck together. There's justice coming in the month of May. A lot of clarity, a lot of seeing hurtful behavior, seeing how someone tried to block you. It feels like they were keeping those moves somewhat hidden, and it's coming out. It feels like it's being very public. This allows you to let go of whoever this is and perceive this as it really is. It's just there was a lack of success, a lack of passion. It feels like it fizzled out or something. It feels like something ended very painfully, which the way it ended is contributing to you detaching, you letting go. It feels like it almost had to be this painful for you to get your attention, to let it go. And in that way, it's a blessing. Wow. Okay. What you're leaving behind in the month of May is the Three of Pentacles. You're leaving behind working with others. You're leaving behind a job. What are you leaving behind? It looks like you're consciously leaving something behind and creating something. You're manifesting something, bringing a dream down from the heavens to earth, something that you thought was hopeless. It feels like you're transmuting that hopelessness and despair and lack of passion. Feels like you've had a lot of hopelessness and despair. Feels like you've had people around you with very inconsistent energies. You've had a lot of takers, players, and it looks like you're letting that go, leaving players behind, leaving hopelessness behind. Anything that doesn't work, you're leaving behind. And it looks like it's creating space for someone new to come in with the Knight of Cups. Feels very important that feels like you're letting go of emotions, letting go of the belief that you can't change this, that you can't have something better. That's what you're letting go. Like that the best days are behind you, that belief. Yeah, it looks like you're leaving behind unhappy home. You're embarking on something new, something you're curious about, a new direction, because something about where you're at doesn't work anymore. And the more you stay in a place and just tolerate it instead of enjoy it, the more stuck you feel. Oh, if you are tolerating where you're at, that's what the Three of Swords energy. I'm tolerating, I'm existing, I'm surviving. It feels like it's getting very uncomfortable where you are, so you go somewhere else energetically, literally. There's an unhappiness here in the home. Something isn't working. And it feels like you're trying to make something work instead of just being like, this isn't working, I'm going to try something else. It's like, just keep working on something until it changes. This feels like Einstein when he said, doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result is, what is that? I forget what that means. It's not very intelligent. You've got to shift how you are, where you are giving your time, your energy to have a different outcome. It feels like you at times can get really stuck in giving and pouring all your energy into something, and even though it's not reciprocating it, you're not getting anything from your investment. It looks like you're letting go of that as well, and it shifts and really helps with your finances. It feels like something starts clicking, not because you put in more effort. It feels like because you pulled your energy back from what doesn't work. Wow. Okay, Cancer. Moving on to how to get the most of your month is the Page of Cups. I'm getting that in the month of May, you're following your heart. This feels new. It feels different. This is the second time this message has come through. You're not relying on your logic. You're not trying to think your way out of something, out of the stuckness. You're listening to your feelings. You're tuning into more lower chakras and trusting how you feel. If something makes you happy, you go in that direction. If something has your attention, your curiosity, you're inspired, you go in that direction as best you can make moves in that direction. That's what I'm getting. Wow. You are making really good choices from that heart space. You're teaching yourself a new way of steering, of driving the vehicle of you, of making choices. And it feels like you're showing yourself how to guide you to a better place where you'd be happy, where your body would be happy, where your emotions would be happy, where you don't have to hide in your work to distract yourself. It feels like you're moving very differently. That's really beautiful. There's new opportunities coming in, and it feels like the frequency that these opportunities on, you can't really perceive them up here as much as in the heart space. I hope that makes sense. It's more of a feeling. feeling in and making moves, making new moves. It feels like you're tuning into the frequency of abundance. You're tuning into your alignment. There's something really amazing about you. The messages I'm getting is dropping into your body, dropping into your heart. All right, Cancer, what's supporting you in the month of May? Wow, the Sun, the happiest card in the deck. Your joy, your happiness, this clarity that you're getting from following your heart, by following your happiness, is providing a clarity that it feels like it's hard to communicate. It's hard to explain. It feels like you're just following your alignment. You're in the flow. You're following the alignment. You're following your joy. And the universe has got your back with the Wheel of Fortune. Holy cow, those are such good cards. It's like you're creating a perpetual luck machine. Everything's on your back. The wind is at your back. Whatever it is you choose in this time, as you're choosing it with your heart, you're choosing it with your emotions, your feelings, and it's making a huge difference. It feels like you didn't know you had this many options until you started listening to your art space. Beautiful. Holy cow. Gorgeous. Okay, what to be mindful of in the month of May, Cancer, is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Manipulation. This feels like someone can dampen your heart space with words. They might not mean to do it consciously. This feels like they don't have access to the energies you do. And it feels like people could easily dissuade you from following your heart. So maybe not keeping your moves hidden, but being careful about who you share your heart with. Share what's on your heart. It feels like slow and steady wins the race. That you are going to get to your destination, just not allowing someone, it just feels like someone can really, I don't feel like it's conscious. It feels like there are just people around you who might even mean well, but their fear, they don't understand how you're making your moves, why you're making these choices, and they're also very stuck, and you following your heart and making moves and following your happiness, it feels like there are others who they just don't understand, and I don't feel like I can explain to this person this type of energy in a way that they ever could understand it. So, and I feel like that would be a waste of energy. Just saying, cool, thank you. Or, I really don't want to listen to this. This really isn't, I'm not trying to hear this. I really don't, I'm not looking for advice. I'm looking for support. I'm looking for suggestions. I'm not looking for anybody to block this. I've got an aunt who we're not close right now, but if I announce something or say something on Facebook and about my private life, she definitely feels that she has permission or has given herself permission to share what she thinks about what I'm thinking about or the decisions I make. And I've set up healthy boundaries and been like, I'm not looking for that. But it is interesting how she feels like she has permission to lend a voice. to lend her voice, lend her opinion. And it's never supportive. It's never like, oh, I hear that you're looking to do this and that. I've got some resources for you. Instead, she shares her fears. Like, I really, I've heard about this place that, and I don't think that would, I get that my moves would make her uncomfortable, but they're not her moves. They're my moves. And I'm responsible for my moves. I'm responsible for what I say and what I do. And it feels like not letting that type of communication get the best of you, not let this type of person dissuade you from what your heart desires. Feels like, cool, all right, I'm moving on. Just not letting it get to you. So I hope that's helpful. All right, Cancer, that's your reading. I'm going to go ahead and take your reading and do an extended reading on Patreon. If you want to follow, there's a link in the description box below. Just click on the link, takes you right to part 2, where I will be looking at health, relationships, creativity, new opportunities, and career and finance for Cancers in the month of May. So if this resonated, definitely want to follow me over there. I'll see you there. Have a great month.